This is December 30th, 2024, and this is a city commission meeting. Could we have the roll call, please?
Smith.
Here.
Weinrice.
Here.
Gregg.
Here.
Harvey.
Here.
Mayor Robish.
Present. Please join me for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We're moving on to the consider approval of the agenda. Does anybody have anything to add, or did I miss anything? There's one more. We'll,
Make a motion to approve the agenda as submitted. Second.
roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinrice.
Aye.
Gregg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Moving on to public forum. Public forum is limited to a maximum of 3 minutes per person. Please state your name and address for the record. Is anyone here for public forum? Anyone on the commission? Moving on to the consent agenda. Matters appearing on the consent agenda are expected to be non-controversial and will be acted upon by the commission at one time without discussion unless a member of the commission requests an opportunity to address any given item. Items removed from the consent agenda will be discussed at the beginning of the formal items. Tonight, our consent agenda consists of 4.1 minutes of December 23, 2024, fuel quotes for city departments. 4.3, consider location change for special on-sale alcoholic beverage application filed by Top Floor Events for the chamber mixer from Black Tie Limos and Tuxes and Tanning to Rivers Edge Business at 259 Dakota Avenue South. And 4.4, personnel items. Number 1, grant full-time status to Chauncey Phillips in the street waste maintenance 1, effective December 30th, 2024, for completing his 1,040-hour probationary period. Number 2, accept the seasonal employment for John Todd as a CDL truck driver for the solid waste department. And number 3, accept the seasonal employment of Carissa Schroeder as a recreation assistant for the Parks and Recreation Department. And 4.5, payment of the bills.
Move to approve consent. Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinrice.
Aye.
Gregg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Moving on to petitions and communications. 6.1, Consider request from Greater Huron Development Corporation to enter into the letter of intent with purchaser to sell approximately 2 acres at $2.25 per square foot of South Commercial Lot 2C in Southtown. I would entertain a motion for that.
I move to approve that request.
Second.
Any further discussion on that?
Is there any, we can ask Ted a question.
Of course. Ted Hayter is here from Greater Huron.
Ted Hayter, Greater Huron Development Corporation.
Is there any additional details that you can release at this time regarding that?
Right now, no. What I will do after this meeting is reach out to our prospect and see what I can share with their permission. Again, right now, it's just have to be vague at this point, unfortunately, but I will reach out to them immediately, and as soon as we can share details, we will.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sure thing.
Hey Ted,
Yes,
just
sir.
since it's not specifically stated in the letter, could you just describe for folks that are wondering, it's that part of Lot 2C and which exact part it is and?
This would be a parcel in the southwest corner of Lot 2C. Lot 2C is about an 8.5 acre lot east of Iverson Auto's dealership. Most of this would be fronted on 26th Street, about half of the east to west of that parcel, and then about halfway north to south as well. So it's a little less than a quarter of that 8+ acres, and that's roughly the parcel.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay.
And the $2.25 per square foot, if anyone's wondering where that has come from, that is what we have sold land in that area for in the past.
Very good. Any other questions, comments? Roll call the vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Highlights.
Aye.
Sounds good.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Thank you, Ted. Thank you. Moving on to departmental items. Consider the certified pay schedule for 2025. I will ask Commissioner Smith to address this.
Thank you, Mayor. In front of the commission, as well as what was published in the agenda items, is the pay schedule for our full-time employees for 2025, along with the elected officials and some part-time positions. The increase reflects a 4% increase, along with a 2% step increase for the staff. We currently have 135 FTEs in employment under the city, and this is what was negotiated with union contracts as well as budgeted for the city. So I'd move to approve that.
Second.
Any other questions, comments? Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Highlights.
Aye.
Craig.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Moving on to 8.2, consider the agreement for the 2025 city attorney services. And we have Sean Osterrett here, our HR director, has worked on this for, we have a new attorney on staff now.
Thank you.
David Wheeler was the interim,
Thanks, Shauna.
and he has now accepted the full-time, the position.
Thank you.
So I did contact David Wheeler. He was on vacation in Wisconsin, so we've been playing a little bit of email and phone tag. So I did the track changes, so you can see what's being changed in the contract. I changed it from a 4-year contract to a 1-year contract, because we do wanna take a look at those, the hours, the reporting that he's gonna be doing to us, so we can see how much time he's spending on city business and who's contacting him, what type of city business he's asked to review. Compensation, number 4, we came to an agreement for the $8,000 a month for the monthly retainer. And then, he proposed in his proposal, the hourly rate for legal services set forth in item 7 of the exhibit, or 16 of the exhibit, would be $250 per hour. There were a couple other minor changes, and then just changing the dates to reflect. The agreement would be in effect January 1, 2025 through December 31 of 2025. So the third page is the exhibit that outlines the scope of services for the city attorney. We have a change to that first paragraph, that at the request of city management or the city commission, the city attorney will attend the meetings to be a legal advisor. Paragraph number 4, just the section numbering had changed. And number 12, I removed as requested by the city commission. We want a monthly written report prepared for and submitted every month. Paragraph 16, the removal of that was at the request of David. Conflict of interest, I suppose. I'm not sure, that's something that we did not discuss before.
Okay.
We did,
So-
when he did the 4-month contract, when we did the 4-month contract, he had similar language, didn't he? Where he did line out that same information for the same reason.
Could be.
He did.
I believe so. We had talked a little bit about, him being a state legislator but then having the firm, do these things on his behalf when he's in Pier. So
I
maybe
guess
that,
who would we go to?
maybe we would need to just reword that a little bit. And instead of removing it completely, something about, you know, during legislative session, someone from the firm of Blue Wheeler Banks will provide that for us. I guess I'm not sure.
I don't know if
What
he
are
would
your
consider
thoughts?
that a conflict or not.
Well, what comes to mind for me is various times have been, COVID was one, and then when marijuana was approved by the, we had a lot of direct state understanding through that process, so.
And if I recall it, trying to remember, I thought that there was even some language in there that, it was going out and testifying in Pier kind of thing, which obviously there'd be no way for him to be able to do that, so.
Right.
I think it's the review of the proposed, some of that, we'd want some direction from somebody.
Mhm.
And I think that part he might be okay with, but I think it's more like what Commissioner Bragg had said about the testifying before legislative boards. So maybe, is there,
Strike that part out.
I could say we're striking that, but leaving the review proposed state litigation.
I agree, I think
Legislature.
that, I don't see that that would be a problem, but.
I think we could ask him, I wouldn't, personally, I wouldn't see why that'd be an issue. I mean, there'd be nobody more
Yeah.
knowledgeable
Yeah,
about it than
right.
somebody that's out there, so for him to make sure that we're aware of what's going on out there, I don't think is inappropriate, but we'd have to ask him.
Yeah.
Should have an attorney review this.
I know, right?
So,
So to keep everything, but remove the and testify before legislative boards as requested?
I think so.
you can prove contingent upon him
That,
reviewing
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
yep.
I have one other point, Sean, when we get to it.
And just before we move on from that one, so what we'd approve tentatively is two potentialities. One, that we just strike that one sentence, or two, that someone in the firm accomplishes. So either of those we would be fine with.
I think so, as long as somebody's doing it.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
We need somebody.
Yeah,
Okay, yep.
right.
Thank you.
Should we provide a little more direct guidance on item number one as far as attending city commission meetings? And it's a fairly wide audience at the request of city management or city commission. Should that be channeled down to the mayor or through the mayor or?
Where is this? Oh, I see.
I don't know if we wanna go that granular, because I think any one of us up here should have that right to request our attorney present. Maybe city management, maybe, I don't know, that one I could see, but the commission, I think we all should have the availability to request his presence.
No, I can get behind that, Joe.
Yeah.
Not to point out any city management,
Right.
but,
Mhm.
a department head, for example, saying, hey, I think
You should come,
you
yeah.
should be there.
Yeah. And the department head could go through
Well, I was gonna say,
their
the department
commissioner
could go through the
to
commission,
request that.
Right.
which would happen anyway.
Yeah, it should have happened.
So, yeah, we
Yeah.
could strike out that.
City management.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I could see the main one there would be maybe like, either like the engineer or the planner, those might be ones that would feel like, oh, I just need to tell David to be here to cover this one. They'd have to run up through there.
Commissioner.
I think we just have to, yeah.
Well, and we can review that at a department head meeting,
Yeah.
Okay.
if we have a new contract, and here's, yeah.
Yep.
They should,
And
yeah,
this is
they
the
could still
process.
reach out to their commissioner.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just think those two departments are the
Yeah.
ones that have most of this and are
Right.
most apt to just say, it needs to get done, I'll do
Yeah.
it.
And are you okay with the one-year term? Okay.
I think we wanted that right away.
Yeah,
First,
yeah.
at least first.
All right, So, my recommendation would be to approve the agreement with, changes to the Exhibit A, paragraphs 1 and 16, and to authorize the mayor to sign.
I would move to approve that
Second.
with the changes.
Any other discussions, thoughts? I know we just got it in front of you, but it was pretty well discussed, so. Okay, let's do a roll call vote.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Thank you, Shawna.
Thank you.
Moving on to 8.3, consider the 2025 collective bargaining agreement with the Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 3A. Commissioner Weinreich, would you want to introduce this to us?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. So yes, what 8.3 is our 2025 contract with the Fraternal Order of Police. Changes notated in this new contract is the cost of living that Commissioner Smith had notated at certified pay, updating language in regards to night differential pay, and then an update that we had discussed in regards to funeral leave. Everything else has been reviewed and accepted by both the union, and I would make a motion to approve that.
Okay.
Second.
Any questions? Clear as mud. Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Thank you. Moving on to 8.4, announce solid waste department holiday hours. Commissioner Bragg?
Yeah, got an easy one.
Yeah.
New Year's Day, the solid waste department, rubble site will be closed, and it will not impact any pickup at home. But again, the solid waste rubble site, will be closed on Wednesday, January 1st. The, yard waste drop-off site remains open for now, and that is self-service, so that will still be available. And again, there'll be no impact to, pickup at your home. If you have any questions, please call the Solid Waste Department at 605-353-8542.
All right, thank you, Commissioner Bragg. Moving on to the city office holiday hours, we'll kind of piggyback on that. The city offices will be closed on Wednesday, January 1st, in observance of New Year's Day. So, having completed our business for the year, I guess I would thank everybody for running a good, solid year for the city. And I know commissioners here are very dedicated and very involved in their different departments. And we have great department heads